Alright, hello and welcome. I am your host, Elizabeth, and let me get that stream starting soon off of the screen, because obviously the stream has started. I got everything together right here, although Once in Future is trying to slide down, and like they are just trying to attack everything. I already reviewed you two. Go back to your review videos. Get out of this one. You don't need to be here. They're just hanging out because I got a bag and boredom, and I have no bags and boards. Not the best situation to find yourself in. You get in comic books, you got nowhere to put them. It's no good. It's no good for anybody. It's no good for me. It's no good for the books. Just how it is. Just kind of giving people a little bit of a chance to join the party if they want to. It was actually a pretty light week, like if I'm just being honest, for a sheer number of comic books, is only one was on my pull. There's a couple things I think I'm going to have to go track down at this point because it's getting kind of silly. Hold on, let me get my little notebook here. Handy dandy notebook. Let's see. What do I got here? Yeah, I haven't seen Rye number 6 or White Ash number 4 yet. And they were supposed to have come out on the 17th. So I'm not sure where those two books are at. If they're even going to come. If they never came out. I guess I should check Westfield Comics. And see if Westfield has them. You know what? We can do that real quick. Let me make sure I'm not about to dox myself. Westfield. Also, I can't see the chat right now. I need to absolutely remedy that situation in case somebody's trying to talk to me. Let me put that window right there. There we go. Well, that won't last, but I guess that's okay. Let's see. Not logged in. Okay, so there's nothing here that's going to dox me. Let me full screen. Here we go. Show right monitor. Alright. So let's see. I'm looking for just released. I don't know if that's really true anymore. What if I just put Rye? I don't actually like their search engine. Although comics seems like it would be kind of a nightmare to create a search engine for, just because of the lack of, the total, complete lack of consistency that not developers, that publishers have. Sort by recently added. Let's try that. And that kicked it off to do something. Adult items? What? Do I want to? I don't want to know. I don't want to know. So there's 5. Okay, so I guess Ride number 6 never came out because Westfield does not seem to have it either. And the other book was White Ash number 4. There's 3 whole issues. Okay, whatever. Either they've sold out of these things or they haven't come out or come in yet. So let's flip that back over to the comic books. Hope you're enjoying that sweet, sweet Space Church music. It's just not my stream without Space Church music, We got this really sweet looking Batman here. Yeah, so let us step back when I should get this out of the way. Let's step back for a second. So I go to Graham Crackers every Wednesday, and if you go into a Graham Crackers on Wednesday, you get 3 books out of the 50-cent bin. Now, a lot of times when I do that, I grab Malibu or a Valiant book that I don't already have. And I just totally whack the camera because I'm just doing this with my hand and being really silly. I grab that kind of stuff, or Marvel stuff that I need, like things like that. If I see something like that, I go, yeah, I'm going to get that. Well, 3 books, right? And I just kind of dug and I saw... Let me reenact this. I'm going through... Oh, hold on. Hold on. We can really reenact it. Let me... Hey, do you guys like it better when I have that little work mat down? Like, is that more appealing than the desktop? Because I picked it up to clean, and I never put it back, and I don't know if anybody cares. Let me know if you care. Or let me know if you don't care. But yeah, we can sort of reenact this scenario. Alright, so I got comic books, right? You know, they're in the 50-cent bin. Let me get this all together here. Wow. Alright. So they're in the 50-cent bin, and I'm like, no, this doesn't look like all that great. Oh, no. Whoa, what is this? Sisterhood of Steel? What is that? And, like, this caught me. Like, the little roses around the sword and stuff, and I'm like, I gotta check this out. Epic. That was like Marvel's creator-owned line, or one of. I think Marvel's tried to do that several times in their existence. So I had to pick it up. I don't know anything about this title. February 1985. I don't even think there's an issue number on this. Oh man, I'm spoiling the next titles. Hold on. Oh, it's number 2. It's number 2. It's right there. That's really bad kerning. Whoever put that 2 there, you did it wrong. You probably needed to shrink the whole font down a little bit or something. Bad design choice. And so I had no idea what I was like getting into. There's some cool looking stuff here. I mean, this feels a lot like a Marvel Conan book. Which I guess is kind of the point. Anyway, it looked like it was fun. And so I'm like, yeah, I'll get that. That looks fun. So after I picked that up, what did I see behind it? Batman. What was behind that? Batman. You know, in 1991, the year 2001 seemed really, really far away. Like, that was forever. Oh, man, I spared you all from the worst part of that sneeze. Woo! Oh. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yeah, Batman. The year 2001 seemed like so far away. Louise Simonson. This could be pretty good. It looks kind of muddy. Although, I guess if I'm actually completely honest, a lot of comics from the early 90s, late 80s look kind of muddy. Cool use of shadow on his face. He almost looks like a cyborg or something there, like the left side of his face over here. Looks like it's made of metal or something. I know it's just because they picked this cool blue here that's on the highlights to be right there, but... Because he's wearing a mask, yo. Wait, what was this? Macaulay Culkin? Oh, Home Alone! Hey, man, I remember Home Alone. Get this free poster when you buy Home Alone. With a $5 Pepsi rebate, no less. Now we're talking, man. You pay $25 in $1991, which means that's like $50 today. Ugh. You get a free poster. You probably got to pay shipping and handling. And you get an instant or something $5 rebate on Pepsi. How can you pass that up? I don't think you can. Anyway, I thought, man, some classic Batman stuff. That looks like a lot of fun. I don't know what's going on here. That is some weird poses. You know, I just got done watching wrestling, so for the fact that I'm saying that's a weird pose, that must mean it really is weird, because, man, in wrestling, weird stuff happens. Like, wrestling is probably the one arena of the world where you don't have to explain to somebody why there's, like, a guy with his hand halfway into somebody else's mouth while he's wearing a sock on that hand. And there's a guy in gold face paint next to him licking his missing ear. Like, that wrestling is the only place in existence where you don't have to explain exactly what is going on there. At least in the 90s. I guess modern wrestling's not quite that odd, but muscles in 7 days. Look at that, man. Charles Atlas. If ever there was a name you could trust, it's right there. Charles Atlas. Hey, 30% off cover price of new comics. So what's Talia al Ghul up to here? I don't know. I'm gonna have to read this. Is this like I guess it's part of an event because it's got Armageddon 2001 on it. But it doesn't look like this particular story is part of some other story. Oh man, Erie, Indiana. I never watched that, but I remember that being on TV. Although for some reason when I saw them too, the first place my brain went was, oh, Adventures of Pete and Pete, and then I realized that wasn't Pete and Pete. So I was actually a little, just a little bit disappointed right there. All right, and we got this other Batman comic here, Detective 600. Must be a milestone. Look how many pages are here. This has got to be like an 80-pager. It's technically square bound. Look at that. Look at that. Sam Hamm, Dennis Cohen, and Dick Giordano. So I have no idea what the plot line here for Blind Justice was. Well, there's some cool looking stuff in this book too. Oh, look at that face, man. Somebody just said something, and they probably shouldn't have. Right there. I think we've all seen that face before. Oh, hold on. I want to read some of these panels. I saw Instrument of Their Doom, so I gotta see what's going on here. Awake or asleep, it scarcely matters anymore. The nightmare is always with him. It taunts him around the clock, subverting his resolve as insidiously as any foe he's ever faced. Each time, his parents die before his eyes. Each time, he is the instrument of their doom. You could have let it scar you for life, but you didn't. That's what the girl said. She admired him then. Oh, jeez, dude, this is brutal. When was Detective 600? When did this come out? Rest in peace. Oh, Bubble Bobble. Oh, I don't think I've ever actually played Bubble Bobble. See, so that's copyright 1989 for the Bubble Bobble. Yeah, 1989. So this is before Bane. So I guess that's why he can be like, it tests him more than any foe he's ever faced. Because that's probably true. Bane didn't exist yet. Alright, so that's it for the 50-cent bin pile. So, some pretty interesting stuff, right? Like 2 cool-looking detective comics, and then that rando comic that I picked up on a whim. Now, the rest of this is apparently like Vampire Day. So I went with this. I have a feeling I'm going to regret it. I absolutely do. I think I'm going to regret picking this up and paying $3.99 for it. Why? Because I flipped it open, and that is what the art looked like. But you know, I flipped it open and looked at it before I paid for it, so that means I went into this, you know, with full disclosure. So this writing had better, like, blow my socks off. Otherwise, I'm gonna just kind of be like, yep, it was exactly what I thought. Man, I could never send this book in for grading. It's got a scuff right over her face. You know, it's a shame, man. You get this fresh, brand new stuff from Diamond, and it comes in, like, pre-damaged. Like, Diamond's just kind of like, you know what, man? You know what? We're going to make that book pre-read for you. You know, like jeans. You remember, is that still a fad? Like pre-washed and acid-washed and stuff jeans where they come like pre-faded like the jean shorts I'm wearing now? Except you're getting a new and it's like that at the, like brand new as opposed to, they just look like that because I've owned these jeans for like 10 years now. I don't know that I can actually show you most of this Vampirella cover, so we will show you the part of it that I can. You got this crazy looking thing up there. You got her right there. You got blood going everywhere. It's kind of gross. Kind of adult. And wow, that is inspirational. First page. We flip it open. Weird art style. So this is back to that guy whose name I can't pronounce. There, him. So he must have done all the art in this issue. And he's got a pretty unique style. It's very him. I don't know that I've ever seen anybody else's art look like this. But I don't know that I particularly like this art. And we've got a guy cleaning toilets talking to somebody. You know, Christopher Priest, man, I have some questions. I got some questions for you, dude. Like, how does this relate to Vampirella? Hold on, let me make sure this is a Vampirella book. Yeah, it says Vampirella. Got a guy plunging a toilet. Gross. Power to destroy. So let me ask you, have you ever been loved? What? Oh, apparently he's talking to Vampirella, who is lurking on top of a bathroom stall. Okay, well, I guess maybe he's the cleaner cleaning up the mess of her murdering everybody or something. Oh, wow. That is a cool looking panel right there. Dope. Kind of dope sick. So I'm guessing this issue is about Vampirella fighting the nuns or something and getting revenge. And, oh, there she is talking to Christopher Priest as a priest. Am I seeing that right? Am I seeing that right? That can't be right. It can't be Christopher Priest self-inserting himself as a priest into the Vampirella story. Like, that would be just a little too much, a little too on the nose. And hey, Ninja Weasel, man, you just missed all the comic books, my dude. I just got done flipping them because there weren't that many. But just for you, before I go and open up this envelope, we'll flip through them again real quick. I can't actually show you this Vampirella cover. I mean, it's not like actually showing anything, but with how sketchy YouTube can be, we're just gonna cover most of this up, and you can just kind of fill in whatever you want with your imagination. It's funny because his name is Priest. His name is Priest. You are correct. But that's not his original name. He changed it to that. Oh man, what was his name before he changed it? I have some of his older books. I have his like Spider-Man vs. Wolverine comic, which is excellent, by the way. That is some of the most intense Spider-Man, Wolverine stuff you'll ever see. James Owsley, that's his real name. Or his original name. I shouldn't say that's his real name. That is his original name before he changed it to Christopher Priest. So, I'm not trying to like make fun of his name or anything like that. That was just like, oh, what is his curiosity, or what is his name? I am curious. But he did this absolutely fantastic Wolverine vs. Spider-Man book. I think I might have a review of it somewhere. And it's great, man. It's Wolverine doing spy stuff. Like, seriously. It's like Wolverine going back to, like, Cold War spy drama kind of stuff with another ex-spy. And there's all this absolutely fantastic, like, spying and skulking around. I don't know if you've ever read it, Ninja, but you should look it up and read it. I bet you can find it legally on the internet. Legally. We do everything legal here. If you're not doing it legal, don't talk to me. And I also picked up, apparently this is like Vampire Week, or Bat Week or something, because I got two vampire books. I have Vampirella, and then she's obviously a vampire. I don't know anything about this title. I already regret purchasing it, because the art is not particularly inspiring. In fact, I keep opening up to the middle, the staple, and looking at this same uninspired page. Now, I hope when I'm reading this, that what looks like an uninspired page turns out to be totally awesome. I know you're a big fan of doing things legally. We live legal on this stream. So don't you bring your illegal crimes here to my Christian Minecraft server. So I already regret buying that. But, you know, I kind of like White Widows sometimes. And in fact, I think I did a review of White Widow that went up today. You should check that out if you're out there lurking, watching, going, boy, I would like a 4-minute long video to watch. There you go. It's ready for you. Definitely bat heavy today, because I got two Batman books. They're both huge, too. They are both square bound. So they have got to be 48. This one's probably like 48 pages, and this one looks like 60 or 80. Like, these books are just ginormous, and I already flipped through them. They look pretty cool. The art in that one was a little lackluster, but this one, man, oh, There was, see if I can find it again. Yeah, this sequence right here, man. This sequence right here. This is like some hardcore Bruce Wayne. I checked the date. This is before Bane, so he can legit say this kind of stuff. Awake or asleep, it scarcely matters anymore. The nightmare is also with him. It taunts him around the clock, subverting his resolve as insidiously as any foe he's ever faced. Now, of course, if you face Bane at this point, you know, that probably would... Dagnabbit, somebody else showed up and started chatting. Alright, hey, Eli Easy, we'll flip through the books one more time for you, bro. Which just means I'm going to get Vampirella and Katrina back out. But this is like some hardcore Batman stuff here. Like, his nightmare, he's killing his own parents. Like, that is brutal. That is absolutely psychologically Bruce Wayne brutal. Brutal Wayne. Look at this. I think... Look, man, he's got Alfred over here burning stuff. Like, this is just... It's just too much, man. Oh, hey, some pinup stuff in the back here. Got a Neil Adams piece on the left. Walt Simonson over here on the right. That is a really cool looking piece right there. I love that. I'm going to have to get a... Where's my phone? I'm going to get a picture of this thing and put this on Instagram. Hold up. We're Instagramming now, people. This is going to take me a second. Should I have to get any of the Absolute Red Giant books? That could be a bummer, but they might have just saved you because I'm not too impressed with what I saw there. Okay, I got my phone here. Wish the lighting was a little better. It'll just have to do. Okay, got the picture. Needs to be rotated for whatever reason. Adjust. Rotate. There we go. Zoom in a little on the bat. A little like that. I think that'll do. Next. Instagram takes forever to make a post. I don't know if you know this. Like, on Twitter, I would have just been like, and done already because I can type with my keyboard and I'm not having to be, you know, all like, thumb typing, which I'm terrible at. It is a dope piece of art. Let's see, Batman by Walt Simonson from Detective Comics 600. Alright, let me hashtag here. Comic. Oh my god, that's not how you spell comics. Comics does not have the number 8 in it. Comics. Comic books. Art. Comic art. No, not Zomic. There's no X in comic. I wish it would just be like, here are all the hashtags you normally use. Press one button to add them all here. But, you know, that would be too easy. That would be way too simple. Comic art, let's see, okay, so Batman, Detective Comics, let's see, DC, wow, Dexcom, what on earth, DC Comic, there we go, and I guess that'll do it. Let me make sure that goes to Facebook and Tumblr. And let me hit that big O share button right there. I wonder if Batman's on Instagram. Should I be like tagging Batman into all these things? I probably should be. But it's too late now. If you go onto Instagram, you will see that right there. Alright, mission accomplished. So I got that. There's some cool stuff in there. This also looked pretty cool. I didn't like the art quite as much as the other book. It feels a little muddier here. It might be the inking work now that I'm looking at it again. Because the inking definitely like goes straight into, here's some heavy dark pools of blackness. Then the other 50-cent bin book I got here was this, Sisterhood of Steel. Which I've already showed some of. Let me see. It feels like kind of like a Conan book or something, just kind of looking at it. We definitely have like some sword and sorcery kind of stuff. Oh, hey, check this panel out with her over here with the bow That looks pretty cool. See that weird green glow around the edges of the blackness? I like it. Then, Ninja Weasel's already seen that. Katrina, number 1. Didn't do a whole lot for me. Let's open up to a different page. Maybe if I find a different page, I'll change my mind. Because I keep opening up to the staples. I'm not feeling a change mind. We're just going to move on. But it's apparently Vampire Week. And then I cannot show you the entire cover of Vampirella number 10. I've already flipped through this. It's got that one artist who's got that unique style that's done most of the art in the series. But we open up to a bathroom. And this is a really weird place to open up to. Now, it makes sense on the next page when we flip over and Vampirella's like standing up on top of a stall while this guy cleans up her mess or whatever. But it still feels really weird to open up to a bathroom. Alright, we'll just have to kind of put that like that so you can't see the whole thing. Katrina's supposed to come out in 2013? Oh, that makes sense because it takes place during Hurricane Katrina, right? Hence the name. Alright, I promised some mail call, and I got some mail call. It's right here in my hand. This is the non-doxing side. And we're just going to, off camera, so that you can't criticize my envelope cutting technique. You're going to do it anyway, aren't you? There we go. We'll cut it open. This is from Larry King, which means I know what this is, but you might not know. Wow, that white backing board totally dimmed the camera way down. Did you see that? Alright. So we cut a backing board in half to pack the book. That's a shame. I could have used this backing board if it had not been cut in half. Larry. Larry, my dude, why do you do this to me? Alright. Oh, that's brutal. Well, we'll get to the brutal in a second. There we go. Larry King's Rutong Adventures, manga-sized kind of book. He has this thing where he just will not publish a normal-sized comic. He's done it once. He's done it like one time. It was for Monstars. M-A-H-N-S-T-U-R-S. Monsters. I think that's how it was spelled. But otherwise, he's like publishes mini comics or oversized comics or now manga-sized digest-sized comic. And the brutal thing is, and this wasn't done in shipping, I don't think. Maybe it was. Look at this corner. Oh, the absolute state of corner brutality right there. That's horrifying. Got it to the back too. I like the texture of this though. This feels good in the hand. It's got a nice grippy kind of textured surface, so you can see the texturing in the light. You must have like sprayed the coating on or something, and that's how you get that bumpiness. So it looks like this reprints the story where he goes, yeah, that's a reprint, or maybe it's an expanded version. I think it's expanded. I don't remember it being that long of a story. Oh, and there's totally a new thing in here. Alright, I'm done flipping through it. I'll actually show you what I'm looking at here. Like, he goes around and he hunts witches. So he's this cool warrior-looking dude, kind of like a robot. See, my Crimson Scorpion books came damaged. Trying to get hold of the guy for a week now. Oof! That's rough. I'll have to look at the envelope. Maybe the post office did do this. Let's see. Oh yeah, post office. But yeah, that corner's absolutely obliterated. But check it out. He's got this great simplicity of line art. It looks wonderful. I feel like I've read this stuff before. But he goes around, he hunts witches, fights monsters, has great adventures. Resists their cunning wiles. Because he is. This dude with a sword. What more do you want in life? And this, here in the back, him versus this mer dude, this looks totally new. I don't recognize this at all. So that's pretty cool. Alright, gentlemen. That's all I got for you tonight. That's all I got for you. I've been going for a half hour. I have talked this left, right, upside down, sideways. Slapped a tourniquet on it. did it again and just kept going. So I'm going to get out of here. I got to go fix this up so that I don't accidentally dox anybody, and then do a re-up. But you all take care of yourselves. Ninja Weasel, Eli Easy, anybody else that's been out there lurking. I know it's kind of on the... Really, camera? Really? You gonna get in my way like that? I know it was a shorter stream, but that's all I got for you. Honestly, I spent all day talking on the phone. I don't feel like talking right now. I hope you understand. So, as they say, ciao ciao.